Good morning, good morning. It's Saturday. Oh, feel tired. Oh dear. I think we're all tired. Good morning, Anne. How are you this morning, my lovely? I hope you're well, sweets. Are you feeling any better? Morning, everybody joining. Oh, I do apologise. I'm yawning. Got no, not really, Anne, today. Morning, Lisa. Not really got any plans today. 1 o'clock, I'm going to be live on TikTok though, because some new things have just arrived. So I'll show you in a minute. So I'm going to be going on TikTok. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're feeling a bit better. I hope you're well as well, Lisa, my lovely. Morning, John. Um, we got in touch with doctors yesterday morning for John because he's not sleeping. We've had to get in touch with doctors to see if they could help. Anyway, they've given him some tablets. So last night, first night, he had a good night's sleep, really. But this morning, he's woke up very, very groggy. I think the tablets that he's on are quite strong. So at least he's getting some sleep. He looks what?
I were out last night.
You were out last night, so he'll take them for a couple of nights, I think, just to get him through. Might even take him when we go on holiday, see how you feel. No, they might prescribe you some more. So yes, so that's good. So tonight there will be a live, but I'm not sure what time, but I might be around about 9 o'clock-ish. What I'm going to be doing is around 7 o'clock. I'm going to yawn again. I apologise. Oh dear. I think I need to go back to sleep. Morning, Laura, my beaut. I think what I'm going to do is this afternoon at 1 o'clock, I'm going to be live on TikTok, and I'm going to be using. Well, my new book's arrived, and obviously I've not cleansed it yet, so I can't work with it. But it's got all these different pages full of wisdom words, and it says seek answers from your higher self. So I'll be working with that on TikTok at 1 o'clock. When you mentioned pains left side to me last night, do I need to go to doctors? Think I missed you. No, Lisa, it's just to acknowledge something that you're going through. So if you're feeling you might be getting a little bit of pain in your left side, it's just to validate for you that that reading was for you, my lovely. But no, I don't. I don't do doctor things. But it's just so it's sort of like so it resonates with you a little bit more. That's all the cards do, my lovely. Happy Saturday to everybody. Oh God. And then my new tarot cards have arrived as well. So I've been ordering some new tarots. I sent John these because I wanted these. And these are Oracle of Wisdom cards. And as you can see, there is some amazing cards. Again, I can't work with them because none of them have been cleansed. So there's quite a bit of. Oh, never be worried, Lisa, my lovely. I'm so sorry if I made you worry. It'll just be like an ache of pain that you get in, my lovely. Morning, DQ. But no, be nothing to worry about, my sweets. Unless it's something you've been worried about, then yeah, get it checked out. But nothing in the cards would say to get it checked out, my lovely. So at 1 o'clock, if I'm still awake at 1, I might have to change time to 2. But at 1 o'clock, I will be going live TikTok to work with the Daily Oracle, and I'll see about these. I might use these later and do it over there. But tonight about 7-ish, I know I can't wait to use a man as well. Tonight about 7 o'clock, I'm gonna be on members, and Yolanda is gonna be joining me on members. Now, Yolanda's got a very well, I'm not going to say very old because that's making Yolanda sound old. Yolanda's got a teddy bear that she has had from since she's been little. Now, I don't know where this bear come from, who gave it, or any really of certain things, because there's certain things people don't talk about. So there's a lot of things that I do not know about Yo-Yo. So what we're going to do is tonight, I'm going to try and work with the bear, but I'm going to do it on members. And see whether we can get some answers coming out. So what Yolanda's going to do is she's going to find an envelope. She's going to write some things inside the envelope, seal it before we start, and then I'm going to work with the bear and see what we can get coming through. And then Yolanda will either verify or say it means nothing. And then at the end, we're going to open up the envelope and read back or to see what comes through and what doesn't. So I think that's going to be a really interesting experiment. One of the reasons I want to do it is, one, me and Yolanda's been talking about doing this for ages, but we've just never got round to doing it. Two, I want to know whether I can. So like somebody gets in touch with me and they've got an object that they're wanting to get some form of connection to loved ones from. Morning, Diane. I want to know whether I can work with the pendulum in that respect with an object with the person, because then it just makes extra for if we're ever doing a video call. I can try and connect to the object and do object readings rather than just tarot readings. So I think it's going to be an interesting one to see tonight. But like I say, it's going to be done on members first, that. And then I'll look at doing it on main, but what I'll do is I'll invite people on to camera, so we'll share the link and invite people on so they can come on screen with their objects and we can do it that way. So it's going to be some interesting twists and turns. Morning, Jules. We are live Sunday night. It will be round about 7 o'clock-ish, I should think. We're all actually meeting for 6, and I think we're just going to get straight into live, just get stuck into live. It's going to be an interesting one. Halloween night, though, for the 31st may be changing, just because I just think that there's other places that we can go that are going to offer bigger and better opportunities for Halloween. So the hotel that I put in question might not be on. I'm going to take that post down and redo the post. Good morning, Tina, my lovely. Good morning, Mr. Mason. Say a big hello to Tracy. Do you know, my lovely? And yeah, so we're going to look at doing something different for Halloween. It's still going to be as good, and it will be an overnighter, but it will be maybe at a different place. So yes, so let's get stuck into the history of today. If I can remember the date, is it 3rd of September today? 4th. Didn't I do yesterday's then? Yeah. I did yesterday's. Oh, I did, yeah. So 4th of September, I'm still living in a daydream past. It underpins modern work, recreation, dating, shopping, argument, travel, and the writing of history books. Its name is one of the most widely used words in the English language. It is one of the world's most valuable companies, yet only a few decades ago it did not exist. It was only born today in 1998. Google, Uncle Google, has become so fundamental to our lives that we regularly ask each other what we did before it existed. In the late 20th century, it became clear that the internet was going to contain the sum total of all knowledge ever accumulated by the whole of the human race. Two students realized that this colossal assemblage was next to worthless without a gatekeeper, a way of searching it. In 1995, Larry Page attended an open day at Stanford, where he was shown around by a computer scientist student who had moved to America as a child from the Soviet Union called Sergey Brin. They became close friends, cramming their rooms with inexpensive, often disassembled computers and creating a search engine far superior to others that use links within web pages as a means of establishing the importance of other pages on the World Wide Web. They celebrated page rank algorithm. Their initial name for the engine was Backrub. They suspended their studies in order to found it as a venture. By the late summer of 1998, they were noticed by Silicon Valley and received their first significant investment, a check for $100,000, which allowed them to move into their first office, a garage in California. The company was given a new name, Google, after Google, the name for the vast number written as one followed by 100 zeros. The search page was kept distinctively plain and simple, in part because they could not afford a software designer and in part to accelerate the engine's speed. The impact made upon culture and upon the population's access to information and misinformation has been as profound as Gutenberg's invention of the printing press, and the technology is still in its infancy. So that's what happened on the 4th of September in 1995. Google was born. That's an interesting one. Better than the ones we have had because they've been a little bit of doom and gloom. Morning, Laura. Morning, Andrew. Yeah, been a little bit of doom and gloom, haven't they, these last few morning ones? So, not very good at all. So, what's everybody got planned for today then? Who's off out and about? It's raining here, so we can't even have an outdoor day. It's going to have to be an indoor day, unfortunately. But next week, we have got some breaking sunshine coming through. Can't listen properly now. Just finish my crumpets and Marmite. Happy birthday, Google. I know. Do we sing happy birthday to Google? I don't think so. I love crumpets. I ain't had crumpets for ages. Don't even know how many calories are in crumpets. Morning, Gaz, up you well, my lovely. Watching Four Walls today, and I know the feeling. I'll be watching Four Walls, but I'm re-watching because I've already watched it once. The Last Kingdom, with Ulfred of Bebenberg, is it? Ulfrid Ragnarsson or Ulfrid of Bebenberg, which is really interesting.
And 89 calories.
89 calories a crumpet. Oh, that's bad. Gloucester Day Parade today, and live showing it commemorates end of the siege of the Gloucester in the Civil War. Are you going to be live, Dave? What time are you going to be live? Yolanda, what does sunshine look like? I don't know, Yo-Yo. We've not seen it for a long time. Morning, Rhoda. Housework today, but got family coming tomorrow on their way home to Bristol. But you can't wait for them to pop across, can you, Rhoda? Hoping to watch. Yeah, I need to know what time you're live, Dave. Crumpets one thing. It's the dripping butter that is naughty, but nice. I'm going to a soccer aid later. You and your pendulum was right. I got our car back late yesterday. Whoop whoop! That's congratulations on getting the car back, Jules. I'm glad you've got it back and it's all sorted for you. Mr. Mason will be live at 2 p.m. And that is on EWS Paranormal on Facebook. Pardon? Engage with Spirit, but it's EWS if you're looking for it, Paranormal. So Dave will be live, and he'll be showing us what's happening in Gloucester today. Because, like he said, it's a parade, so that's going to be really good. Morning, Wi-Fi. Oh, has she had a lay-in, Gaz, or has she bought you a cup of tea? Or don't she get you a cup of tea? 4 weeks it was at the garage. Oh, Jules, that's a right pain. Do you know I hate being without a car? It's awful when you've not got transport and you're used to having it. You know, if you didn't have it, you don't miss it, do you? But I think when you have something, you miss it. What don't you miss?
No, I said I don't know. I'm missing McDonald's.
Are you missing McDonald's? Oh, unfortunately, there's no McDonald's allowed for a month. Thanks, Mrs. Do you know? Do you know, Sunshine? Do you know? She has just done crumpets and a brew. You haven't had Marmite on your crumpets, though, have you, guys? I hope you've had something. It's not dirty. I like Marmite. Never had Marmite on crumpets. I normally like just honey, drizzle honey all over the crumpets, and butter, some butter. Let's have some butter. First shop I went to is Poundland. When car went in, first shop I went to is Poundland. Why have I put Laura's on? Laura, tomorrow is Father's Day in Australia, so I'm going to surprise my hubs Raymond with making him some homemade sausage and gravy and a yummy breakfast. That sounds beautiful. I'll have to put a post up tomorrow saying Happy Father's Day to all those out of the UK. You what?
It's lovely having a meal prepared for you.
I think it. Do you know I love having a meal prepared for me. Poor John. Unless Yolanda and Rob's been cooking, unfortunately, John doesn't get a meal served to him. He's the one doing the serving. I don't know. I do doing some toast occasionally. I do doing toast the meal. Don't complain. Otherwise, you can make your own toast in future.
They look great on bread.
Hey, dear. Why isn't John allowed McDonald's for a month? Because I'm healthy eating, Laura. So if I'm healthy eating, everybody in the house has to healthy eat, or they're not allowed to bring the rubbish into the house, so they can eat in garden. No, I'm joking. I'm just. It's just for the healthy eating, and obviously we go away soon. So Johnny's a banging chef. He is Yolanda Inte. Morning, Gemma, my beautiful lady. How's things going with you, my darling? Johnny he is a really good cook. He learnt from the best, though. That was the dog sneezing, but you did learn cooking from the best. You learnt from me. So you did learn from the best. He did learn from me. He didn't know how to do half the things that he does without me showing him. I will take credit for not all of the things, but some of the things I will take credit for. You've got to admit that, though. Some of things, couple of things. Thank you very much. He can't take Yorkshire puddings from me, though, because my Yorkshire puddings always come out looking like pancakes. For some reason, they don't rise. So in end, I just used to do them in a frying pan because there was no point in cooking them in oven because they never rose. I just used to put mine in frying pan, and we used to have flat pancakes. John does really good Euros.
You're taking credit puddings. For all his cooking.
Yeah.
It's pity you didn't learn your oldest daughter how to cook like that, then.
Yeah, but I did all cooking for her, so none of the kids needed to cook because I did the cooking for her. And Jordan can cook when she puts her mind to it.
She can now.
She's a good little cook, is Jordan now. I'll eat some unhealthy foods for you both. Hey, Laura. That she once cooked us a chicken dish. Jordan says to me, she says, I'll cook tea tonight. I was like, oh, that's lovely. John says, oh, that's kind. So I think you've been working. And she shouted us through and she went, it's served up. So I cut into my chicken. It was cooked on the outside, but raw. It was burnt on the outside and raw on the inside. And I looked at it and I said, how have you managed to do this? This chicken's been cooking for about as long as, and what she'd done is she'd put the pan that high that it just burnt the outside. It didn't cook the inside. She didn't leave it long enough and she served it up. Well, morning, Nita. We ended up having a takeaway that day because we would have all got salmonella from the raw chicken. If it had been beef, I wouldn't have been bothered. My husband does all the cooking. He's a fab cook. I'm rubbish at it. Oh, you're not, Rhoda. You're not. Nobody's a rubbish cook. We can all cook. I love cooking. And I used to make some really good meals, but unfortunately, I can't stand. Why?
Because Gaz has put I do all the cooking.
Oh, Jules is Gaz taking all credit for what you do. Oh, Laura, I think it's the same recipe as pancakes, just cooked differently. It is slightly, isn't it? I think it's a bit more runnier, though, for pancakes. I think you make it a little, no, dear, or is it a bit more thicker? I can't remember. I think it might be a bit more thicker to do a pancake in, but it's lovely. But yeah, Tracy Burns water. Tonight is pimp my pizza night, or you're having a pimp your pizza night. Bloody hell. I once burnt beans. See, when I left home, it was like my kids. My kids never had to cook, and when I lived at home with my mom, I never had to. I never had to make a sandwich. I never had to do anything, because my mom always prepared food for us. And I'd left home, and I did beans on toast, and I burnt the beans, and I don't know how I burnt the beans. So I phoned my mum up, and I said to my mum, I've done beans on toast, but my beans are cold and they burnt, they're black. And my mum says, how have you done it? So I says, well, I've toasted the one side of the bread under the grill. She went, yeah. I says, I've turned it over and I've put the beans on and put it back under. Because I thought you had to put your beans on toast to toast it. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out very nice. So from that day on, I learned how to do beans on toast. I think I was about 18, 19.
38.
Oh dear.
Tell them the truth. 38.
I wasn't 38. Yolanda hates cooking. She prefers getting a takeaway. Hey, Denise, you're all right. How are you this morning, my lovely? I hope you're doing okay. I really thought it was a dessert or a custard dessert, a pancake. We make, I think you can do sweet pancakes, Laura. We make our own KFC at home. Chicken strips are lush. I like KFC. I've got to admit, beans on toast is a skinheads on a raft. You're just upsetting population now, Mr. Mason, to say you've got no hair, or is it growing? My friend couldn't cook, never cooked. He did beans on toast, but put cold beans on cold bread and put the lot under a grill. That's what I did. That's exactly what I did. Oh, I'm glad you're all good, Denise, my lovely. So yeah, so if anybody's got TikTok, you can join me on TikTok. I am going to be changing my name on TikTok. I don't know what I'm going to change it to, because at the minute it's Lindsay's Tarot Chat. I don't like that name. So unless you can think of something for me to call myself, put it into chat, and then I'll choose a name. Because I just don't know what to call it. Bacon sandwich is prepared. Pig jigsaw. Sounds like that first time I cooked sausage roll when I was 15. I put on the grill to cook. My mother and Sissy came home, kitchen full of smoke, sausage roll. Oh, Gemma. I bet you don't do that now, do you? Cheesy beans on toast. Don't find her than a bit of cheesy beans on toast with a bit of Endo's relish in there. So yeah, 1 o'clock this afternoon, TikTok, everybody. Like I say, it's under Lindsay's Tarot Cards at the minute, but I will be changing that name later on when I go on. I don't know what I'm changing it to. And then 7 o'clock, me and Yolanda are going to be live on members, working with the teddy bear of Yolanda's, and let's see what energies, what connections we can get with that. And then we will be live on Main. Will you be doing Main or coming on Main?
We'll see in a bit.
We'll see in a bit what's happening on Main. Because we're not going out tonight, because we've got that tomorrow, and obviously it's an indoor location. There's going to be places for me to sit, but I don't want to hurt myself by going out and pulling me back out of sorts for tomorrow. So there's no actual investigation tonight. What?
Yeah.
Unless you're going to go out.
Yeah, well, that's me. We're seeing weather, aren't we?
Oh, you're going to. So John may be out on location tonight, depending on weather. Depends on TikTok on what you want to attract people. If tarot is main thing, then I'd use tarot with Lindsay. I might put tarot. I might put something along them lines. Because like these oracle books, isn't they? The oracles of Lindsay's mind. Oh dear. One of my brother's exes came on holiday, and it was his turn to do tea and made tuna sandwiches. Are we out draining tuna? Oh my God, that's disgusting. Do you know though, never go fishing and take a tuna pasta salad with you. That's my tip of the day. Me and John, not last year before, we'd gone fishing in the height of summertime, and obviously I enjoy my salads in summer, and because you sat outside at fishing bank, you just want to eat something that's quite filling. So I decided I was doing tuna and salad.
Pasta
salad, and all morning we were lucky. We was catching loads of fish, getting all these carp out, up bream, a couple of perch, but with the carp were coming out really good. And it come to dinner time, and I got us salads out. We kept them in cool box. We got them out, but the smell of carp, bream, or bream slime, the perch, the water was horrendous. So from that day, it took me nearly 2 years to eat tuna. I finally eaten tuna this year. We ended up having a bacon sandwich. And morning, Louis. Hope you're well, my lovely. DQ, great experiment to try, to perfect. Me too. And Instagram. I know it was awful. So yeah, tuna's that you've got to drain tuna. It's so fishy. I like my tuna with lots of sweet relish and hard-boiled eggs in it. Never tried it that way with sweet relish. It smells like dirty girl. This is too. It's the morning chit chat. No, I've no talk, a dirty girl. Oh dear. I like my tuna. I've never had tuna with sweet relish or hard-boiled eggs. So yeah, be interesting to try that one. Don't know why I haven't had tuna though with hard-boiled eggs before. He was laughing at you nuts. Oh dear, dirty girl. I'm going to go into the shop. I'm going to say to a shop assistant, have you got a tin of dirty girl? That's what I'm going to call tuna from now on, dirty girl. From them finger.
The brothers, I can't remember what they called them.
Yeah.
They used to say everything like that smelled like.
They did. Everything smelled like dirty girl. It was so funny. Laura, make a thick pancake batter, then a metal tray with individual bun sections. Put in oil, heat on oven, then pour batter into the hot oil. Only half fill the bun trays. What's that for? Is that for Yorkshire puddings? It was hot. It was oil, not brat. That's even worse for oil. Oh, did you eat them? Did you have to eat them, Jules, and pretend you liked them? I can taste that. I can imagine that taste. It's dirty. Take care, DQ. Glad you popped in, my lovely, and hope you pop in again soon. Oil in. Do you know? I don't. I have tuna in spring water now. In fish water. Double. No. So yeah, so anyway, who's off to either Sano's, Morrow's, Toes? We thought another one for Tesco's. I can't remember. Were it Tess? I don't know. Dave come out with it. Yes, Lindsay, a brief explanation for Laura on a Yorkshire pud. Wow. Laura, let us know if they turn out okay. Did I egg? There was a row in a caravan between. There was a row in the caravan between Bro and eggs over it. Oh, bless you. Dear no. Arguments over food. No, finer. Anyway, guys, we're gonna go. Mr. Mason's gonna be live if you're interested in watching the Gloucester Festival. I think it'll be an interesting watch this afternoon. That's going to be at 2:00. So I shall be joining. Hey, Joanne, I hope you're well, my lovely. I'll be joining Dave at 2:00. And John will if he gets his jobs done, but he'll be listening anyway because I'll have it streaming on telly. 1:00. Don't forget to join me for. Actually, it's not the cards, is it? It's the book. We're going to be doing the book on TikTok at 1:00. Live at 7:00 tonight on members. If you want to be an affiliated member, you need to go to our affiliated member. That's what it is. If you go to our main Facebook page, it says supporters. If you click on that, it'll take you through what you need to do. It's £2.79 a month for members subscription. Once you join, you'll go into a group. And in that group there will be a link posted to get into members. You do have to be in both groups to be members. So yeah, so everybody have a fabulous, fantastic Saturday. You stop joking. You really rudely interrupting me. Oh dear. Have a beautiful day. Now John's disappeared and not rudely interrupting me with his choking mechanism at the side of me. Have a great day, and we shall see you later on today. So, love you loads. Take care. Bye.